Welcome to Food, Wine, and Whiskey, a podcast about having fun conversations on tasty dishes, vinos, and spirits from around the world. Rob is your host. He is an avid home chef, WSET Level 2 award in wine, and a whiskey drinker and collector. Time to set the table. Here's Rob.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode. Really appreciate you being here. If it's your first time finding our show, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you'll be back for another one. If you've listened before and you're back for another episode, thank you very much for that. We really appreciate all of our listeners. We ask if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You'll get a notification every Tuesday when a new episode comes out. And if you could leave us a review anywhere you listen, on Google, on Spotify, on Apple, the reviews for the show really help us greatly in the algorithm so that other folks can find it and just helps the show a whole bunch. We do want to mention as well, we are going to start making more active our Facebook group, Food, Wine, and Whiskey in Your Own Backyard. We've had it for a little while. We really haven't pushed that, but, shame on me. I should have been pushing that on our show a lot more because I want our listeners to have an opportunity to be more engaged with us and talk about the shows or give us ideas for the shows, share what you're doing in the world of food, wine, and whiskey. And I think the Facebook group on Food, Wine, and Whiskey is a great place to do that. So if you haven't found us there on Facebook, go find us. It's a private group. Request to join, and we'll get you admitted in there. We have some fun conversations. We share some good ideas with food, wine, whiskeys, what we're drinking, things like that. Love to have you participate. All right, back on the show today. Carter, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm good. How are you?
I'm ready for round two.
Yeah, let's do this, man.
I mean, everybody can tell by the title of the episode, we are doing part two of the fast food breakfast sandwich showdown.
Yes, and we had some surprising winners on the first round. I'm not going to say anything. You guys go back and listen to it. But up this time, we have some new contenders.
We do have some new contenders. I do want to say on related to the part one, we're not going to tell you how it finished because we don't want to spoil that. If you haven't heard it, I'd say stop listening here. Go listen to that one first because at the end of this, there will be a little bit of a spoiler just to kind of set up the championship round.
Yeah.
So we want to let you know that. But in part one, the participants in that, in case you're wondering, were McDonald's Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, McDonald's Egg McMuffin, the Burger King Fully Loaded Curd Sandwich, the Whataburger Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit, and the Wendy's Baconator Breakfast Sandwich. So that was part one. The results were a little surprising for me.
Oh, me too.
Not what I expected.
Me too.
Going into that. So this is going to be part two. And again, as I said in part one, if you haven't listened to that, you're just skipping and going to this one. We went through and pulled up a lot of lists from different groups or, opinionated columns of what are the best fast food breakfast sandwiches in America by restaurant, where they ranked. And the first ones that we did in part one were kind of in the top five. This is rounding out the top five. And then we picked two winners in the first round. We're going to pick two here, and we're going to have that final four sandwich showdown, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Somebody's got to eat it.
Yeah, somebody's got to eat it. Yeah,
so, might as well be us.
Right.
So in this round, you remember what we have?
I know we have Taco Bell Crunchwrap because that's kind of clear.
Yeah, and we're talking breakfast sandwich. I guess you could call that a sandwich. It's wrapped up.
It's in a...
I felt like I was cheating a little bit, but it's very popular, it seems to be. And I've never had anything breakfast related from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I mean, it's the breakfast Crunchwrap. It's not the regular Crunchwrap, But yeah, I mean, I think it's got hash browns in it. So, yeah. I mean... Yeah.
It's got egg, right?
Yeah, I think it's got egg.
Sausage.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah, I mean... It's a taco shop. It's not like you're going to get a biscuit there.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's popular, so to speak.
Well, in the first one, Wendy's had a bun, and I'm used to most of the time when I think of breakfast, I think of a biscuit.
That's what I think of. A biscuit, an English muffin, a croissant, something like that would be kind of thought to be that breakfast kind of bread.
Yeah.
And, you're right. They did have a bun, and we had opinions on that. You need to go back and listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do have Chick-fil-A represented in this round, which I'll say, remember, there is one day that they're not open.
Sundays today.
Yeah, today when we're recording. So I think it'll be fine. We in all fairness though, we did get the Chick-fil-A yesterday, and it has gone into the oven. All of the sandwiches have really, been warmed in the oven.
Yeah, we put them in there. We came over to your house for a little brunch again.
Yeah.
And threw the oven on at 200.
200, just kind of keep them warm, and that's about it.
And they should be good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say I cheated a little bit because yesterday when I needed to pick up the sandwiches from Chick-fil-A for today, I did a sneak preview.
Yeah,
I went ahead and got one, nice and hot and fresh, and kind of took some notes. So
initial impressions,
good sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't want to spoil we already warned you, so now we're going to start talking about a little comparison to the first episode, because we told you if you wanted to listen to that, go back and listen.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. This biscuit sandwich was my favorite of the ones we've had so far.
Okay, cool.
So we had the bacon, egg, and cheese from McDonald's.
Yep.
The Wendy's bacon, egg, and cheese.
And the Whataburger.
Or not Wendy's, Whataburger is what I meant to say. You're right. The Whataburger, the McDonald's, and now this one. This one clearly was my favorite. Wasn't even that close. There were components I might like better about only the McDonald's. I think the McDonald's has their portion of egg was a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But as a complete sandwich, I liked this one better.
Okay. So we've got that, and then we've got the sourdough breakfast Jack from Jack in the Box.
From Jack in the Box. And we're both sourdough fans.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe that's I will say this. I don't think too highly of Jack in the Box as far as a fast food restaurant goes. I don't know why. It's just I feel like their menu is just kind of all over the place, and I never seek it out. So maybe I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I kind of feel exactly like you do. And I was thinking about this earlier today going, okay, there's like fast food restaurants that have this like cult following or big following, McDonald's. And then you could even look at, regional places like In-N-Out or
Whataburger.
Yeah. But then you have other ones like, to me, it's just like, if you're driving by and you're just starving and you see it, you go, fine, let's eat there. It's not something you're really looking for.
You hit the nail on the head there. That's exactly the way I'd approach it.
I want Wendy's. And then you look and you never find it. You go, okay, now I'm starving. First fast food place you see, it's Jack in the Box.
Jack whatever, let's just go.
Yeah. So I put Jack in the Box there, a little bit Burger King there, Sonic kind of there. These are ones that I don't know that they have like a huge Jack in the Box lovers or
right. Well, I mean, after last episode that we dnd maybe I'll be thinking a little bit different about BK.
Yeah, I think BK came a little way, and I'll be honest, their burgers I don't eat them as often. It's not, again, for whatever reason, it's not the first place I think of. But I remember kind of liking the flavor profile of that charbroiled burger.
Yeah.
It's not a bad burger.
I think, when you think about, for instance, a clear comparison is McDonald's, because, those are probably the two. I don't know if they're the two biggest, but I'm guessing they're the two.
I think Wendy's up in the top now.
Yeah. Wendy's probably too. But, if you compare, the Burger King versus McDonald's, to me, McDonald's is more about the sauces and the condiments and things like that, and is less about the burger. Because if you actually take a look at a McDonald's burger, you're like, okay, this thing is nothing. It's like paper thin,
a centimeter. That's a great point.
It's like In-N-Out burger thin.
Yeah, that's a great point. But I also would say they're more about. Well, I guess they have the quarter pounder. When you think about just kind of that simple burger, the quarter pounder is really all they have.
Well, they've got the Whopper.
Okay, that's Burger King.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
The
quarter pounder or the Big Mac.
Then now you're getting into a special sauce, 2 patties left.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know that they have. You kind of go quarter pounder or basic cheeseburger, right? And I'm trying to think, is Burger King kind of similar?
They've got
the Whopper.
They've got the Whopper, but I think they have. You can get it with upgraded and all these kind of things.
I just think you're right. I think the actual meat burger is the bigger star at Burger King. That's a great point. I never really thought of it that way. I knew I liked that flavor profile.
I think Wendy's burger is pretty good. It's
spoiler alert. If we do top 5 fast food chains, that might be for burgers. That might be my favorite. And also spoiler alert. If we do top 5 burgers, they may have 1 or 2 in the top 5.
They have some really good. Yeah. They actually are. I've always liked them, but I think they've stepped it up pretty hard.
And I think their fries are underrated.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Burger King's fries suck.
Man, again, I haven't had them in a long
They're
time.
really not very good. Whataburger's fries.
They're the same as In-N-Out. They're both terrible.
Not good.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're digressing here. Let's get back to breakfast. And we also, let's see, we've got Chick-fil-A.
So we got two from Chick-fil-A, the bacon, egg, and cheese, the chicken, egg, and biscuit. We've got the breakfast Crunchwrap.
Yep.
And then we got the Sonic Brioche breakfast sandwich.
Oh, that's the one I'm leaving out. Yep.
And then the Jack in the Box
sourdough breakfast Jack
sandwich.
or breakfast
and
sandwich or
I'll
whatever.
tell you on both of the breakfast sandwiches, you had a choice of bacon or sausage. I went sausage on both.
Okay.
I kind of
think
feel
that's
like we
fair.
did a lot of bacon, and I think you and I both came to the conclusion, and it was for me yesterday. We'll see if it is again today. I'm sure it will be on the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Wasn't a lot of bacon on there.
Yeah, no.
I think these places really cheat you out of that. And I think when you go sausage, if you're okay with sausage, you're going to get a bigger bang for your
you
buck.
get more per bite.
Kind of hard to
you know.
cheat you on sausage.
Right. Exactly. So
went sausage on both those. I will tell you that in doing this the last couple times, I misspoke on episode 1.
oh, did you?
We talked about the English muffin
Yeah.
and how underutilized it is. Every place I've been to has a version of the English muffin sandwich.
Do they really?
Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
Burger King, Wendy's, everybody has one.
I guess we just don't notice it.
Never knew it. So I just, never see it, didn't think it existed. It is. But for whatever reason, McDonald's version of it gets all the love. When you think English muffin sandwich, you're going McDonald's every time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I think of that. Yeah, McDonald's is what comes to mind. I don't think of Burger King or something.
Or Wendy's, where you have a choice of a regular or a whole wheat muffin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so how do we begin this?
Well, let's talk about, of the lineup, we both obviously just looking at them going, okay, that one sounds good, that one, I'm not sure. We have some expectations of what we might be thinking about what's going to be here. Looking at our plates today, what are you looking forward to trying? What are you kind of going, I'm going to have pretty big expectations for that. What are you going, I'm not sure that's going to wow me at all. Do you have some feelings on this?
I'll start with my low.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess the Jack in the Box is gonna be my
least favorite.
Now I don't know that, but I'm just saying,
this is just kind of
just me talking because I don't know.
and your feelings on Jack in the Box.
I don't know that I've ever had anything spectacular from Jack in the Box before.
I will tell you that the sourdough cheeseburger from Jack in the Box, pretty freaking good.
Okay, all right.
It's one of my favorites. So
I don't know that I've had it.
This was something that I went, okay, this has potential for me, only because I know how much I like that sourdough burger.
Well, I'd also say this to you. I don't know much about Sonic's breakfast. I don't really go to Sonic for breakfast that much, so I don't know.
Okay, I've been there a few times, so yeah.
I don't know what the expectation level is there. And is Sonic still regional, or are they kind of all over the place?
I feel like they're all over. I've been from East Coast, West Coast, and I've seen them. So
I think they're starting in Oklahoma.
Oh, did they really?
I think so.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
The wild card for sure is going to be the Taco Bell.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I'm kind of going, not sure. But again, never had anything from Taco Bell as far as breakfast, and only eaten at a Taco Bell once, when that was, in the last probably 20 years.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Yeah, that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story.
We can get into that at some other point. Yeah. But and then Chick-fil-A is just solid all around, generally on most things, and so I'm expecting them to be pretty good.
Yeah, quality-wise, I would expect so, because we think pretty good of Chick-fil-A in general, that they're
I can tell you the thing that I like to get at Chick-fil-A, which is not on this plate right here.
Don't say Chicken Minis, little biscuit things.
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Those are fine, but I don't know.
My wife got those yesterday and went, oh, this is where it is. Try one. And I went, it's okay. It's not what I would order for breakfast.
No.
So you and I are aligned there.
Okay, so me, it's the breakfast burrito over there
with the chicken and the hash browns and the egg and the cheese.
Yeah. It's
had one yesterday.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
It is really good, and they give you a big old packet of salsa. So every time you take a bite, you just squeeze a little more on,
I love
take
that.
a bite. It works.
It's almost like they give you like a packet the size of a salad dressing or something.
It's exactly what it's like. Yeah, I was like, oh, hell yeah.
It's really tasty.
And that's the way to eat it. If you get one, don't try to unroll that thing and then pull your salt. You just squeeze it on the bite.
Yep, absolutely. So anyway, I think that's a little bit of a, that's been my go-to. Now, I have had the Chick-fil-A, the McMuffin, or the Chick-fil-A English muffin sandwich there before, and I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, Sandra had that yesterday.
Yeah, it's light.
She thought it was okay. She said she preferred the McDonald's still.
I don't know
over that English muffin.
Did she listen to the episode 1?
It's my wife. Of course not. Oh, no, I think she did. I think she did.
How grossly...
She thinks we're wrong.
Overrated that we said that thing was?
She thinks we're wrong.
Well, I mean, it's okay to be wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
Not us.
No.
For her,
Clearly. Hey, I'm married to her. I'm used to her being wrong.
Well, I mean, she is a Cowboys fan. So, anyway.
I will say this about Sonic. I've had Sonic breakfast quite a bit.
Okay.
But I've never had the brioche breakfast sandwich. I always go with the Texas toaster.
Okay.
Where you get 2 pieces of Texas toast.
Okay, I'm a fan of it. I like Texas toast, so I can see that being good.
I just go through there. The Texas toast just always grabs my eye. But on the list, the brioche, and I guess the brioche is kind of what the play is here, the star. Brioche
sure.
bun.
Sure.
Elevated, high end.
Okay, so how do we begin? Well, I guess...
like episode 1, you pick the order that we're going to try.
Let's start with the sourdough jack.
You're reading my mind. I kind of wanted to start there.
Yeah, let's start with that. We'll put these over on the side here. We've got this really sophisticated way of doing this, paper plates and whatnot. But
hey, it's fast food.
Yeah. You're not expecting fancy.
No.
Okay. Let's see here. We are unveiling as we speak.
So I took these from their original packaging, got home, put them. Looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Doesn't look half bad. I'm not
going to tell you,
That's a pretty substantial sandwich.
Yes, when I opened that up to put it in some foil so we could keep it warm over here at home, I was like, "This is a pretty good looking. I'm off to a good start right here."
We got our number 1 fan right here, my dog Zoe. She's right underneath the table here.
This is how we keep from having to pick up a mess later. Zoe does it right now.
She's going to just be our vacuum cleaner. Okay.
See, you're struggling kind of getting through this sandwich.
Yeah, it's a bit, it's a little spongy, I guess, the bun here, or the sourdough. But, okay, cool. So we got this one kind of sliced and diced. I will give you a side.
I'm going to take the smaller side.
I can't tell you that I'm going to finish all this after we had breakfast, but okay, cool. And so we've done that. Are we going to pause, eat, and think? Or
let's aesthetically tell me what you think about the looks of this sandwich.
I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, you got the egg layer, you got the sausage layer, you got the cheese. I mean, I guess it's got some bacon on the top too.
It's ham.
Oh, ham. No, I think it has bacon too.
Oh, it's got bacon as well. It's got bacon. It's got all 3. So this is in there competing with the fully loaded sandwiches we had in the first episode.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll tell you that the bread looks good.
Yeah, it does.
And I will give them credit. It's toasted beautifully.
It really is.
And I will say the egg is not a scrambled egg. It's that...
it's like a fried egg.
A fried egg that they crack the yolk, let it cook through. And I kind of like that play.
Me too.
And nothing looks like... I don't feel like I'm getting cheated on anything other than the ham and the bacon is just, it is what it is, right? Very thin slice and it's there. But that's going to add a little saltiness and a little flavor to the sandwich that you don't want it to be too overpowering. So to me, I look at this and go, it's got potential.
It's got potential for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Now, one thing I can say about our first episode, and just one thing that, was clear, was who seasoned well and who didn't season well.
That's a good point.
So we'll see how this goes.
Here was the other thing we noticed in episode 1. You made the comment about biscuits with the bacon, egg, and cheese. They required
jelly.
And we got to a couple other sandwiches that had some type of lubricant on it.
Yes.
So it could slide down easy.
Yes.
And this one looks like it's got something on there on that.
Maybe so.
Or maybe it's just more cheese. Well, we will dive in and see.
Okay.
But I think breakfast sandwich, you've sold me, man. I don't know if you saw a picture I sent you yesterday.
Oh, yeah. The jelly on a biscuit
I put that strawberry on that bacon, egg, and cheese, and that's the play.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I didn't know this all this time.
You got to do that. That's the way to do it.
Anybody,
100%.
bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I mean, I don't care if it's jelly or honey, but something needs to be on
like
there.
that. Yep.
I think jelly's probably the better play.
I think I'm a grape jelly fan.
Are you really?
I like strawberry, but I think I like grape.
I used to be a huge grape on everything, and then I shifted. And I don't even buy grape jelly anymore. And I'll be honest, I'm more of a strawberry jam kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh, well, I like jams generally better than jellies.
Preserves, some
that kind
fruit
of,
in there.
Where it's actually got real fruit in
exactly.
it. But I don't know. I used to hate grape jelly because, it's like on your peanut butter sandwiches, and everything.
Yeah.
But
Welch's.
But now I've gravitated back.
Okay, I've shifted the other way and haven't ventured back yet. I'm not opposed to grape jelly, but if you ask me to pick one, I'm out somewhere in a restaurant, and you got a piece of toast, and there's those little packets of grape or strawberry. I'm pulling strawberry every time.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you going all grape, or sometimes it's not a bad idea to go? They cut that triangle toast. I'm going to do half strawberry, half grape.
Oh, I don't kick strawberry out of bed.
Okay.
I'm a fan of that too.
You're an equal opportunity jelly eater.
Yeah, you know what's one of my faves though.
Yeah.
Just a little off topic here, but a marmalade is really nice. A little
I'm good
orange.
with that too. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Absolutely. Hey, you know what? To me, from the Midwest, something that flies under the radar.
Apple butter.
Oh, buddy, nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We roll with
you boys
that.
down south know
Yeah,
about
we roll
apple
with
butter?
that.
Okay. Little pear butter.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
On a biscuit.
I got sent home with a jar of pear butter that a friend of mine, his wife with their family, made several jars and sent us home with one. So
nice.
We haven't cracked that yet.
That's cool.
Coming up.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Cool.
Oh, you want to take a bite of this sandwich and see what we think?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's take a bite and then we'll come back with our thoughts.
So you don't hear us chewing.
There you go. Okay. What are your thoughts?
That's pretty good.
Again, the first sandwich we're trying is the sourdough breakfast sandwich.
Yep.
And I ordered it with sausage. Didn't realize it still had ham and bacon on there. Egg. We talked about the egg, the way it's cooked. It's a fried egg. Tell me it's good. Get a little deeper for me.
I mean, it's well seasoned. It doesn't taste, bland. It's got a good amount of substance to it. I mean, if you ordered this would be like a nice filling sandwich.
Oh yeah, and you taste everything in the sandwich.
Yes.
So there's nothing like you're not getting enough egg. You get enough egg with this. And there's double the cheese, and this is that American kind of cheese that melts
the
well.
melty cheese, yeah.
Which it doesn't have a sauce like I thought it kind of did, but that melted cheese kind of helps with that because it's just so creamy.
I think so.
Yeah.
My
You have an issue?
I do have one issue.
Me too. Let's see if they're the same. Go ahead.
I actually don't like the bun. I don't like the sourdough.
So
I feel it's chewy.
I felt that it's fine in the center. The crust is where it gets tough.
Yeah.
And that was my one complaint. And I don't know if that's Jack in the Box's fault because it's been sitting for a couple hours, or if that's our fault. But
yeah, I mean, it could be, but I would tell you that this is that's my one knock.
But we'll as we go through some other sandwiches, if we don't see similar kind of effects, we know maybe it's just the bread. Because that edge is tough to chew through. I mean, it's hard.
The middle is way easier, but
middle's delicious.
Yeah, but yeah, the bread is a bit.
But the middle's always delicious.
Oh yeah, that's what she said. Indeed. Yeah, but like I would say, that's my biggest. If I have to come up with a complaint about this sandwich, that's it.
Yeah. Other than that, that's a solid sandwich.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, if I'm hungry and traveling, there's a Jack in the Box. There's a new thing I know on my radar that I can get and be happy with.
Yeah, no doubt.
Or is the bread so off-putting that it takes?
No, I think I'd order it again. Okay. I just, and I'd like you said, I'd like to have it fresh and just see what happens. I mean, if this came straight off the griddle, like when they're making it, it may be different.
Yeah.
But that's the only if I'm knocking it, that's when I'm knocking.
Yep, I would agree.
Okay. Cool.
All right. What do you want to? You get to do the order today and how we're doing these.
Let's do the Sonic next.
Oh, I like that idea. Okay.
Okay, cool. We'll be right back on the Sonic.
Okay, we've got the Sonic Brioche cut on our plates.
Yep.
First impressions?
Really looks good, and as I guess we should have done this before we went off, because we like to talk about the cross section. But the cross section looks really nice. I mean, there's a distinct egg layer with the sausage and the American cheese and the brioche bun. Now, I will say, after our last episode, I've become a fan of the bun sandwiches.
I have too. I think it's the better play. I was going to kind of spoil this earlier, but I was going to get through the biscuit. But since you brought it up, I'm not sure I'm a fan of the biscuit anymore.
Yeah. It'd have to be the right biscuit.
Have to be the right biscuit.
But this looks really, really good.
So what are your thoughts on? It looks like we have cheese on the bottom.
Yep.
No cheese on top, just the egg.
Just the egg. Yeah.
Would you prefer cheese on top, or is there such a thing as too much cheese?
There is.
I think so.
I think there is. I think the only reason I'd want cheese on top is to glue the bun down to where it's not
doesn't slide on you.
But if you're adding a condiment to it, you want one of the buns to be able to be pulled apart.
That's a good point.
I don't know. I think you can go either way with it. I think really it's if that's the only thing we're complaining about here is that the bun's not stuck properly to the to the top. I think
and we don't even know if it's going to slide. It may not slide.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
But okay, so I like this. This looks good.
I'll tell you that you can clearly tell this is brioche. It's that enriched kind of bread.
Yep.
That you think of. When you hold it, you can kind of feel it.
It's nice and light. And,
it's a nice look. And you kind of made this before we popped before we popped right back on, but it's a hefty sandwich.
Yeah.
This is another one that, sometimes you go to a breakfast place and you're like, you mentioned McDonald's. 2 bacon, egg, and cheese, but you just need one of these.
Oh, yeah.
These are some filling things. And you're probably going to be less calories than if you had 2 bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits or 2 from somewhere.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sure. No. I mean, this looks like, if you order this as a meal, like you wouldn't need anything else, I
just can't tell at the bottom if there's, is that bacon or is it just cheese? It looks like there's this dark layer underneath the sausage. Are you getting that?
Toasted though, just the bread.
Oh, is it just the toasted?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, nice play if you're toasting the inside of the.
I like that. I like that.
Cool. Are you ready to dive in with the bite and see what we think?
Yep, I am. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm a little surprised
that
it's as good as it's as good as it is. Not that I expected it to be. I didn't know what to expect from this Sonic sandwich.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's got good balance.
Does
it's not over salted. Some sandwiches are over salted. This is perfectly seasoned to my palate.
I wish I could have that bun on the Jack in the Box sandwich, and then I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. I think I could have used that extra layer of cheese.
Yeah, on this one, I was going to go a different direction, not the cheese. I was going to go, breakfast places need to get on board with saucing breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, a little
sauce. I think
sauce.
there's this thought that, some type of mayonnaise-type condiment doesn't go on a breakfast sandwich. I disagree.
Yeah, I think
there's
they need
a place
something.
for them. Yeah, because the cheese I get on this is perfect for me.
Yeah.
I just need some sauce.
Yeah, some kind of sauce layer.
Yeah.
Because it did kind of come off a little dry.
A little bit dry.
And I think that the last sandwich didn't come off as dry.
I think if I ordered this, I'd probably ask for a packet of mayonnaise to squeeze on there.
That or, even if they had like some salsa or something like that, like something,
Yeah. And that's a great point that you bring with the salsa, because nobody eats a breakfast taco without the salsa lubricant.
Yeah.
So to the point of the breakfast world thinking that, a sauce of some type doesn't go on a breakfast sandwich, whether it be a biscuit or a brioche bun or a croissant, it absolutely does. And not only does it go on there, it's needed.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is, to me, that sandwich would have benefited big time. Ooh, I got another, if it had like, like like a little peppery mayo or something
That's
like
what I
that.
mean.
You know, like some kind of that had a little spice in it.
Cayenne mayo.
You know, something like that, or
if you
even
like
like
spice.
a Japanese mayo,
Sweet and sour.
Yeah, something to kind of. I like the sandwich. I just thought it kind of ate a little dry without a sauce.
But I would tell you, I would have liked the sauce on the Jack in the Box as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. It just becomes a little bit more glaring on that sandwich.
I would agree
for
with
me.
that. Yeah.
So
Is it too much of a? I guess we need to hold what we think about these two because we have something to compare against each other now.
Yeah.
We'll hold that till the end.
Yep. Okay. I agree. So
I will say this: so far, from episode 1 to this episode, getting into a couple sandwiches here, there's a lot more quality breakfast sandwiches at multiple locations that I never thought about going. I had my McDonald's or Wendy's for the most part, and Chick-fil-A were my three, primary. If I'm going to get breakfast, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I need to I need to think about breakfast sandwiches like I think about wine or whiskey. There's a whole lot more out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this, and again, I know we kind of talked about it, but the size of the sandwich is nice on this.
Yes.
Like both of these were a nice size sandwich.
Totally agree.
So just something to keep in mind. I mean, I do think that, when you're talking about McDonald's, and I use them often as the comparison because I think that they're considered when you think of fast food breakfast, they're the first that come to mind.
Yeah. They're the OGs.
It's small.
Yeah.
Their sandwiches are very small. So I don't
Nobody
know.
wants it small.
Nah.
That's what she said.
You knew that was coming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shock you if I didn't push that.
Indeed.
That's what she said.
All right, so you pick the next one, or do you want me to?
No, I want to save, if you're okay with it, I'd like to save the breakfast Crunchwrap for last.
Yeah, I think that's the wild card. Save
Yeah.
that one for last.
So let's go. I don't know which one. Let's just whatever Chick-fil-A. I think the more beefier one's going to be the chicken because they had chicken and egg on there, where the other one's just bacon, egg, and cheese. So let's try this chicken one. And
All
see what
right,
we think.
cool. I'm doing the unwrapping here. I'm undressing it.
Yeah, I did a pretty good job with my professional wrap, like an actual restaurant.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I wish my.
Can you tell I worked at Hardee's?
Did you really?
Yeah,
Was it Carl Jr. or Hardee's?
Hardee's in the Midwest.
Okay, it's Hardee's in the South. Well, it's Hardee's in the real South.
Yeah,
Like the Southeast, not Texas. Texas ain't the real South.
Texas is Southwest.
Yeah.
How I don't know. Geographically, not really, but it's just known as the Southwest.
I'm not gonna lie. That looks good.
That actually looks really good.
I mean, that looks good.
I'm going to take a picture of that. Just
I mean, wow.
Probably should have been doing that all along, Matt.
Oh my goodness, this is a mother. Okay, you're not cheated on this sandwich.
Not at all. But
Whoa.
here's my question: chicken and egg.
I love that.
I feel like I'm a little bit of a.
They came from the same animal.
But am I a cannibalist? I mean, should a chicken and an egg be in the same plate?
I mean, why not?
I'm
I'm good with it.
Yeah. That is a good-looking sandwich. I will
mean,
give you that.
This and the biscuit seems pretty. Okay, get you some of that right there.
Okay.
Little cross
Yeah, right
section.
there. Perfect.
Yeah, no lie, that looks good.
Yeah.
And the egg is like kind of coming over the side. I mean, it's like you get plenty egg.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this looks like a
My sample plate's filling up with
me too.
parts of sandwiches. Ooh, that's nice and warm.
Yeah.
And the biscuit still feels light
little
and
light.
fluffy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cross section, go.
I mean,
First thing that jumps out at you,
chicken.
that is a piece of chicken. That's a half-inch or more piece of chicken there.
That looks like something you would get on a Chick-fil-A sandwich, like an actual Chick-fil-A sandwich.
I think that is an actual
Yeah.
piece of chicken from a Chick-fil-A sandwich, if I'm being honest.
That looks good.
Egg is
It's all over it.
all over it. Every bite you're going to get egg.
You get a
Cheese
little
is on
American
there.
cheese on the top.
The only thing I'm not seeing again is that sauce.
Yeah, I'm afraid this is going to be dry.
That's all I'm expecting. But again, that's not a knock on any of these sandwiches. We're just saying in general, the industry needs to get on board with lubricating their meats.
I would. Well, I'll tell you this: you put a little, you put a little jelly on that. That's gonna be a good looking.
Should we get some jelly?
I think we have to do it because we didn't do it to the other ones. We have to eat it just as is. So
That's what she said.
Is that getting old?
all a natural. So.
All right. Well, you want to take a second, dive in, and we'll come back and see what we think about this one. First time I've ever had chicken egg biscuit for a breakfast sandwich. So this is taking me in a whole different
May not be
direction.
the last.
May not be the last. You've had this before,
Not this particular one, no.
but chicken and egg on
Okay. In a breakfast, yeah.
Let's see what we think. Okay. The chicken biscuit.
Dude.
Wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I might order this.
Oh, I'd order this. This is delicious.
Here's what looking at it visually, I was kind of going, is the biscuit, because the chicken's substantial.
Yeah.
The egg is all over it. And I thought, is the biscuit a little small for this sandwich? Does it need to be? It doesn't. It works just fine because, that biscuit is still dry and any more of that's almost too gummy for me.
That was great, though. I mean, I really, really like this one.
Yeah, I thought this was. I don't know that I think chicken for breakfast. It's getting into but because I'm not a big chicken and waffles guy.
Maybe should be.
This might change my mind. At least for chicken on a biscuit.
That's good.
Really good. Again, we're just beating this drum way too much. What would you do to enhance this? What would you do to plus it up?
History of sandwiches or what?
Sandwiches
of history.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sauce.
Yeah.
That's it.
Would you do jelly on here? Or would you do something different?
I think I like jelly as a play. That would be good. I mean, I could do I don't know. Shoot, man. If they had like maybe even a little Chick-fil-A sauce or something like that would be pretty good.
Chick-fil-A sauce, I think, would be really good on that. I might even, with the chicken on there, go like a buffalo type mayo, Chipotle mayo, or spicy mayo, kind of spice it up a little bit. Be a good play.
I really like it. Actually, the biscuit's good on it. It's not too dense.
You heard me say at the beginning of the show that the biscuit I had, the bacon, egg, and cheese yesterday, as a sampler, was between all the biscuits we've had so far, my favorite. This would confirm that, having it on the chicken for you.
Yeah, it's a good biscuit.
Yeah.
And,
it's the best biscuit so far.
Yeah. I mean, the eggs, coverage is great. I don't even know if like the seasoning's great. I don't know if I'd change a thing about it.
I wouldn't either. No.
Other than a sauce. I mean, I'd like a sauce.
And when you talk about bang for your buck, we've talked where you get cheated on bacon on the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. You're not getting cheated here. That chicken is like a chicken sandwich, and you're getting a bonus of some egg on there.
Yeah.
And some cheese. I mean, this great.
Can I order this instead of ordering a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, just food for thought, no pun intended. You put this on the all-day menu, it might sell pretty good all day long.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Pretty
I mean,
solid.
it's really good. It's really good. And this is interesting, too. Like our first round, there was some clear,
I was just thinking it. I didn't want to say it yet.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing I've been disappointed with so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is way stronger of a start,
which is making me go, not sure where McDonald's falls as far as, top 5 fast food restaurants for breakfast overall.
It's got to be close to the bottom now.
It's falling fast for me.
For me, yeah. For me personally, yeah. Yeah.
Again, things I've never tried. Doing this, having some fun doing it. But it's opening my eyes to some other breakfast options out there in the fast food world that are pretty damn good.
Man, that chicken it works.
All right. Let's see if we think consistency of biscuit and then what we think about this bacon on this bacon, egg, and cheese from Chick-fil-A. So, and we're going to finish up with our
Yep, we're
Taco Bell.
undressing, unwrapping, declothing.
And Zoe's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, my dog is right here. That's a nice looking little guy too. not quite as impressive looking, but still
no chicken. So I mean,
yeah. But look at that egg though.
Let me get a picture of that too.
That egg is on it, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn that a little ways because
Do that. That's a good looking egg.
Oh, it is. It's a good looking sandwich. I mean, and just the biscuit, just really.
It looks nice. I tell you what, man, Chick-fil-A coming in strong here. I'm gonna just do that.
So you would say Chick-fil-A is better than Cane's?
No. Overall, maybe.
Well, what do you get for Cane's breakfast?
They don't have breakfast.
There, boom. Drop the mic. Drop the mic.
Fine. Me and Ian will talk about it later.
You and Ian.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So cross-section wise, it looks nice.
I'm going to tell you, mine has bacon from left to right all the way across that midsection.
Mine does too.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. Much like me, there's lots of fat around the midsection.
Unlike you.
Shit.
Much like me.
God.
But hey, man, I only do it because we're going into winter.
Yeah. You gotta stay warm.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm about to hibernate for 4 months.
Yeah, exactly. All right, dude. So let's get into this thing.
Man, it's a good looking. The biscuit again
Looks good.
And here's the thing: this is day old.
Yeah.
That chicken sandwich ate as well as it did. Day old.
There you go. So everybody who's complaining about Chick-fil-A, just order it the day before.
There you go. Order it on Saturday, eat it on Sunday. It works.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man.
You want to dive in for a bite?
Let's do it.
My first thought, this round is going to be tough.
Real tough. Yeah.
We got to pick two to take on the winners from episode 1.
Yeah. I'm struggling. I'm still wrapping my head around Chick-fil-A has the best bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit
In the game so far.
I mean, get
on the Facebook page. Tell us if there's a place that we don't have in this lineup that you think might make a better bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Yeah.
Sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. But biscuit being the key, right? That's the vessel that carries. That's what separates this from the other ones is the biscuit. The biscuit is way better.
Oh, it's so much better.
Can I tell you what else I liked about this sandwich? They've placed and presented the bacon on the sandwich in a way that it's not one big piece that when you bite it and you pull the whole damn piece of bacon off. It's cut in slices where it just comes off very easily. So you continue to have bacon throughout and in every bite.
I agree. I mean, I think everybody's gotten a breakfast sandwich that just had 2 pieces of bacon just kind of slapped on there, you know.
Sometimes on top of each other.
Yeah, and you're like, what's going on here? You know, but this is real. I mean, damn.
That's tough, man. I came into this episode, part 2 of this, showdown for best fast food breakfast sandwich going, I mean, we're just kind of going through the motion. We already kind of know who the winners are from episode 1. Can anything really compete with those 2 that we deemed we liked?
It's going to be hard. This is going to be.
These are in the running in all of these.
I'm not even sure if we. No, I'm not. I don't know because we're going to do that. But I'm not even sure that anything from episode 1 would make it.
I think they're in the running.
But
I think this is in front of you now. Wait till we have the championship round and we put them back in front of you.
Oof, I know it's going to be tough.
It's going to be a battle. My point is, it's not going to be as a walk for those 2 sandwiches as I thought it might be.
Hell no.
These are in the running for sure. And what's going to be fun about that episode, when we do the championship round, you and I are going to bring on 2 guests. So it's not just me and you.
Okay.
We're going to kind of nail it down to the final 4. We're going to bring on 2 guests, and we'll take a consensus of the group. That way we get 2 outsiders kind of giving us their opinion as well, and we'll see what they think is along with us.
Well, if we bring Mr. Scott on, remember, you got to have...
Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
No.
Diet
Diet.
Mountain Dew. to wash everything down appropriately.
He's a breakfast guy. He might be somebody to consider to come on.
I think so. I think so. But
all right, we got one left.
The wild card.
All right.
Breakfast.
Hey, you're good at
Crunchwrap.
undressing things. Go ahead and undress
well, let me tell you, this is a different shaped lady here.
She's a little plump.
She's got a kind of thick around the middle. But here we go. Oh yeah. I mean,
I have never had a Crunchwrap.
Supreme?
Period. Never had anything. Like I said, I've eaten there one time in the last 20
those
years.
are dope. I love them.
I hear a lot of. Taco Bell is one of those fast food restaurants that has that. We talked earlier about that following, that cult kind of people who just absolutely love it and swear by it. And,
I'm one of those guys.
It's people who actually love the food and think it's good, and then it's those drunk people after a night at the bar that want to go by and get it as well. So
yeah. Well, they'd appeal to a few different audiences. Okay, that cross section don't look bad.
Man, this is I am so impressed, Carter.
Ooh, that looks pretty. It's a heavy guy too. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah.
Seasons are changing around here, and it makes me want to sneeze a lot.
My wife was feeling the allergies this morning.
Oh yeah, well, it's a good thing that the seasons are changing because we're in Houston, Texas, and the summers are terrible.
Oh, I'm very happy to see the fall train pull into the station.
Yeah.
I had a little glass yesterday to say cheers and welcome. Glad to see you've arrived finally.
Yeah.
End of October. Fall. We're not talking winter. We're talking fall.
Yeah.
We're talking temperatures in the 70s now. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
people up north are going, wait, 70s?
That's like summertime around here. Yeah. But for us, it's fall.
Fall.
But I will say that with this sandwich, though, going back to the sandwiches.
Is it a sandwich?
I think so.
I would agree with you. The look of it, the way it cuts.
I mean, a panini's a pressed sandwich.
Yeah.
So this is pressed. What I'll say is we are going to cheat a little bit here because we are adding a sauce to this. And the only reason we're doing it is because it's Taco Bell and it's everything you get at Taco Bell, you add a sauce to it.
And I hope the sauce is fire.
Well, yeah, you have to do fire.
Oh, I just meant like fire, But it is actually fire.
No, it's actually their fire sauce, which,
Okay. I was trying to be funny.
I'm not even sure what it is. It's some thin, runny, something or other, but I do like it.
Yeah. That makes you go, ooh, that tastes good.
Yeah. So we are adding a sauce to this. I'll take one bite without it just to say I did it, but I will
Sauce it up
subsequently add sauce to it.
All right. Should we dive into this one?
Let's do it.
Did we talk a little bit about it? We said it looks really good. Big piece of sausage. What is that on the bottom of the sausage? That's not more just tortilla, is it?
No, that's hash brown.
Oh, that's a hash brown. I was looking at it going, it kind of looks like chicken, but that's hash brown.
That's a hash brown.
So you got hash brown,
Sausage,
egg. The only disappointment visually for me, that's a very freaking thin layer of egg.
It really is. It really is.
I mean, you talk about skimping on the egg.
It could use more egg. It could use more egg.
Looking at it, that's my biggest gripe. Looking at it, you need more egg on there. Your half, I mean,
it doesn't look very good at all. Yeah. So, I will
looks
say,
can be deceiving.
Plus, on the hash brown, I like a potato component. So we'll see how things go here.
All right, let's dive in and see what we think.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Well, thoughts?
You go first.
It's going to be obvious by what I say. This is out of the 5 sandwiches we've had today. This is least being 5, favorite being number 1. This is number 5 for me. I'll just let it out of the chute.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I like the idea.
The idea could work.
Yes.
I mean, the concept is very, very good. The biggest issue for me is what we talked about before we took the bite. It needs egg.
Yeah.
It needs egg.
Yeah.
So
I think once you added the sauce component, it did add a layer. Now, I will say something about this sandwich as opposed to all the other ones. Excuse me, a little cough. this particular sandwich had a little bit of something like a slight spice component to it.
It did. I think it's in the sausage.
I did like that.
Yeah.
But overall, it needs more egg. I think it would be different if it wasn't a day old, but like, you know, the wrap was a little too gluey,
dried out.
you know.
Yeah. I was going to mention that, and I think that plays, you know, I'm looking past that, kind of thinking about what this would be with a fresh hot tortilla pressed, and I think it would be a lot better.
It would taste better, and I can tell you as somebody who's had a few Crunchwraps in my life, you know, that it is different than that.
But I could tell it was good. That's why I say my only issue with this is the egg component, and that's what puts it down there for me. Every other sandwich we've had, the star ingredients have been plentiful.
Yeah.
You know, you can taste them in every bite. They're noticeable. I didn't even get a lot of egg in this. I didn't even taste egg in this.
Not really.
It's sausage driven with the potato. Got a lot of potato.
Yeah, I like the potato.
Like the potato, but some egg mixed in there would be nice.
Yeah. I think that we're on the same page on that one.
So now we've got to rank these from 5 to 1 and see how similar we are. We're going to have to come to an agreement on the top 2 from today that are going to go into the championship round. Of the best fast food breakfast sandwich. So
okay, let's do it.
Let's put our list together, and then we're going to discuss them. Okay, we are ready to reveal our 5 to 1. You and I just in our minds do this. We didn't discuss, so we don't know if we're aligned or if our top 2 sandwiches are. So there may have to be some deliberation between you and I to come to a consensus. But do you want to reveal first, or would you like me to lead the way?
I don't mind.
Okay. And I promise I won't change my order from what I have.
Yeah. So 5th place, I've got.
Ooh, this is where I don't know if we're going to be the same.
No, we're the same.
Yeah. We are.
You know, Taco Bell. I just compared to the others, it just fell flat.
Yeah.
Not enough egg.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Man, this is so hard, and I will tell you, this is a good sandwich, and I hate 2 and 3, or I mean 3 and 4 were the hardest for me to get through. I'm going to put the sourdough breakfast jack as 4. The only reason I'm putting it there, because I love the seasoning, the way it, you know, the bite, everything. The only reason I'm putting it there is the bread component. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's inconsistent, you know.
And again, I don't, you know, we've talked about it. Could it be that it's, a
day old?
Well,
you know,
no, just sat for a few hours.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
it's not a bad sandwich.
Not a bad sandwich. I'd gladly have another one of those.
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm going to do the Sonic. I thought the Sonic... The component I really liked about the Sonic was the fact that the cheese almost seems like a sauce or something like that. It almost seems like melty enough to have like a a saucy component to it. And I don't know if it kind of just like mixed with the egg or something like that. But I think that's really nice. I really like the bun on this. I think a bun is a great way to go. And then I'm gonna go. I'm going Chick-fil-A, obviously 1 and 2, but I put Chick-fil-A, the bacon, egg, and cheese number 2, and then the chicken, egg, and cheese number 1.
Okay, you and I are not the same.
Okay.
But I struggled. That was my dilemma as well. Number 5, Taco Bell. Just, that was pretty clear.
We knew that.
And let me say this, as a group overall, from part 1 of this showdown, this was much tougher than part 1 was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was clear the 2 that we picked in that one were the 2 best sandwiches. This one, number 5 for me, Taco Bell. Number 4, same as you, I'm going Sonic.
Yeah.
Or not Sonic.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. And again, great sandwich. It was a little bit of the bread. I don't want to say that's what you get every time. I've never had this sandwich before from them.
Yeah, right.
But it was a little chewy on the end, and that's a little off-putting.
Yeah.
You want to be able to bite and with a little tug, get it to break apart. And it was a bit of a struggle.
Yep.
So that's going in 4. I went 3, the bacon, egg, and cheese from Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
And it might be, I'll give my explanation and people can say boo or that's not really fair. To me, the biscuit, let me just finish my ranking. So that went 3. 2 for me was the brioche from Sonic.
Okay.
1 was the chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
from-
the chicken
from
sandwich
Chick-fil-A.
is just really good.
And the reason the 2 biscuits are almost the same, it's just you're kind of changing the chicken and no chicken. Other than that, they're very, very similar. And to me, I'm going, okay, I'm trying to put variations into this final round that are going to have some contrast between them and make you think and make a decision.
Yeah.
And that's why I went that round. If you asked me what I enjoyed eating the most today, those 2 were good, but they were so similar. They're the same sandwich, just a little difference in the middle,
Right.
that I felt like I was kind of cheating a little bit if I picked both of those.
Right.
Not that it's wrong or right. That was my kind of the way I evaluated them.
Yeah.
So
I can see your point. My thing with the Sonic was another little bitty complaint I had was I didn't think it was seasoned or well balanced as well as the Chick-fil-A as far as the seasoning across it and everything like that. I felt like it needed a little something else. But yeah, I mean, I don't.
So we know Chick-fil-A, the chicken and egg biscuit, is in the
It's
the
in
finals.
there. Yeah. Has
You and
to
I
be.
have to decide between the Chick-fil-A bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and the Sonic brioche breakfast sandwich. Which one are we putting through? What do we,
My argument to you is, you know how you said in this episode, that's the best bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
that's a very good point. I mean, and again, in my mind, I just go, it's the same biscuit on the other sandwich that we put through.
Yep.
So I'm getting the same vessel twice. Do I prefer that? Yes.
Yeah.
But it's the same. It's not like last week, the last time we did this episode or a showdown, McDonald's had 2 sandwiches, but totally different. And one an egg McMuffin, one a biscuit.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm struggling and putting in 2 of the same exact vessels, the biscuits.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, you know, and I'm not going to put up that much of a fight on it. I just, you know.
I'm not either because you're going, the bacon, egg, and cheese is just a better sandwich. Which one would you rather eat? I'd rather eat the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, me too. But
Okay.
again,
We're going to put 2 biscuits from from Chick-fil-A through.
Well, also you have to think about it. You know, the showdown we're gonna have 2 more guests.
Yeah, and it could be that they don't think chicken works on a breakfast sandwich.
They may not.
And then you have the other one to compare to it.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's just, you know, I don't have a complaint with your list. It's just
Well, like I said, if I went by what I enjoyed eating the most, number 2 is the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
yeah.
The only reason I didn't rank it number 2 is because I felt it's very similar to the chicken one.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Did I enjoy it more? Yeah.
I get it, but like when we throw 4 sandwiches together, and there might be the 2 guys, you know, whoever those 2 guys are, or ladies. I mean, might have kind of what I have in my head is, you know, when I think of a breakfast sandwich, I think of bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
And
But if you had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, the same place, they were both really good. Would you want to put them both through?
I guess not.
Or maybe you do. Maybe you go sausages more for some. See, that's where
Well, I
We get
mean, that's
this kind of dilemma.
That's also true. You know, like you talk about, like some people just aren't sausage people.
that's what I mean. So you may want to, or somebody else goes, if this was sausage, I'd pick it, but it's bacon, so I don't. So
Yeah.
that's the argument, I guess. So we put them through.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think Chick-fil-A wins this round. And quite honestly, I'm a little surprised because I thought they might fall a little stale, no pun intended,
Yeah.
because they were a day old in the refrigerator. But
Nope.
warmed up,
Nope.
people need to know. You can buy that, to your point you said earlier, buy them on a Saturday, warm them up on Sunday morning. You got breakfast. If you want Chick-fil-A on a Sunday morning, you know you're doing something or you have guests over or whatever,
Still damn good.
buy it on Saturday, warm it up on Sunday.
Yep. I agree. So yeah. Sweet, man. I love it.
What, you good with that then?
Oh yeah. Let's lock it in, and then we get the final showdown.
Let's announce who the players are in that episode coming soon. It'll be the finale of the breakfast sandwich, the fast food breakfast sandwich showdown.
Yes.
And the 4 participants will be the 2 from this episode, which
Yep.
are the Chick-fil-A sandwiches, the chicken and egg biscuit, the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, and the 2 winners from the first episode. You
The
remember?
fully loaded croissant sandwich from
Burger
Burger
King.
King. And the breakfast baconator from Wendy's.
That's our 4 players for the championship round.
So yeah, we got some good items here. I'm very interested to see how this goes.
And with your permission, I want to do that on a Saturday morning so we
Okay.
can get Chick-fil-A
Fresh.
nice and fresh.
Oof,
And-
they might even be better.
That's what I want these things to shine. for
Are
the
we going to
final round.
allow jelly?
My question was going to be, are we going to... Yeah, I think jelly can be played if you want it.
Okay, we'll
Yep.
we'll allow that in the final.
Yep. You can dress your sandwich any way you want.
Okay.
And then no Mountain Dew allowed.
Diet Mountain Dew
No
too?
doubt. No
Oh,
doubt.
okay.
No
cool.
diet, no version of Mountain Dew allowed.
Mellow
Yeah.
yellow though is okay.
Coffee or coffee.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. you, Scott.
Yeah, you can bring your dew.
That's right.
Okay. All right, awesome, man.
All right, that episode coming soon, so look out for that. Hey, if you got any thoughts on these breakfast sandwiches, if you think we've left one out, like I said, hit us up on the Facebook page, Food, Wine, and Whiskey. Love to hear your thoughts on your favorite fast food breakfast sandwich. Championship episode coming soon.
All right, man.
Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Food, Wine, and Whiskey. And until our next episode, enjoy your next pour.
Or breakfast sandwich.
Or bourbon coming right up. Right? No, cocktail. Cocktail.
Well, bourbon cocktails, but wine also.
Wine as well. A lot of episodes being recorded
That's why we're
today.
packing it in today.
There you
is
go.
Because we got some drinking to do.
Got to have a
next.
base, a foundation to absorb.
Yes.
See you guys on the next one.